More hot than any game I can ever remember. I know Miami this year was very much that way, but it was just, it rained early, then the sun came out, just made it so humid.
You know, Bob, one of the things that was critical as well was the number of plays that you got off in this game, unlike what happened in the last one. Sooners with 73 snaps and the Longhorns with 55.
Yeah, that was you know, we were on the other end of that a week ago. I think they had 82 and we had 44, yep. Something like that.
Yeah, it was a 36 play differential.
And that's, you know, but here, you know, we start off with a quick screen there to Emmanuel Johnson, who does a great job getting the ball upfield. Good way to start. Had a good gain right there to start the game. And here we come back. Running the football there to Alan Patrick. And now we come back again. He bounces it outside. And trying to get the ball again to Emmanuel Johnson there in the seam and not able to. And here we are in third down. And we dump it underneath to Joe John Finley. Short for the first down, though, so we're forced to punt.
You know, that tip ball that came close to being intercepted was the only one, really, that was close to being intercepted on a day that you threw it a lot.
No, he threw the ball really well. Good start right there, good run defense. We're going to play good run defense all day, really limiting them. Here's a great break on the ball by Reggie Smith. We thought we had a fumble, but they ruled it incompletion. So here's a third down play that's, they had third and real long, and we come up and really stop them short for the first down, forced another punt, and come back with Alan Patrick here bouncing it outside. And I think just watching us exchanging some punts, I thought Michael Cohen really hit the ball well. He averaged 46 yards punting on the day, so that's really pretty good. Good punting the ball and good coverage.
Oklahoma running the ball pretty well, not especially early, Bob, but as you mentioned, holding them to 61 yards. You go for 126.
And you know, those rushes are they're setting up some of the passes we're going to hit. People think, oh, you didn't, you know, those runs are effective in different ways. Here we go back to back fade routes, trying to get them off of us, trying to get something deep. And then we come back on third down here, and we don't block the linebacker we're supposed to block, and so he gets out there on third down and breaks up the screen that we had set up. And there's Curtis Lofton and Reggie Smith let the ball bounce outside us a little too far there. Come back and stone him. It's Austin English had a big day for us. And here's third down. And they just late finds a guy just enough for the first down. So they get another series of downs. They break back to draw on us. Just over pursued, got ahead of it a little bit on that play, so they get a good play there. Come back with the boot pass. It's really well defended. Force them to throw the ball. You see we've got some people around. Force them to overthrow the ball. They come back with the toss. And again, Curtis Lofton with the real good hit. Here's third down. We've got a blitz on, and B.J. Wolf and Nick Harris really do a nice job on the blitz. Good coverage downfield. You see them have to hold the ball, pull it down, and there they are free for the sack. We had 4 sacks on the day, which was also good. And 2 turnovers, 4 sacks. That's going to help you win for sure.
Mentioned Austin English, boy, he will have a sack later that's really big. He is a great runner.
Here we go back to the running game. That again, they defend well. It's a good tackle there on the edge. Backs us up on 3rd and 14. Big play here. Watch Sam put the ball out to Malcolm Kelly right at the marker for the first down. That's a heck of a play on 3rd and 14. You see the poise. You see him just throws a strike out there to Malcolm. Malcolm's right there where the first down is.
Malcolm's so aware of situation, didn't he, Bob? And,
he is.
You know, you mentioned Kevin Wilson, and Kevin said after the game, the offensive coordinator, that he's not afraid to call any play for Sam. I mean, that's a play right there that a lot of people you don't want throwing that ball.
No question. We are treating him in the way we're play calling really like he's been playing 3 or 4 years. And here we go back. Deep ball here to Joaquin Iglesias on, I think it was 3rd and 20. It was real long yardage, and this ball could not be more perfect. Watch it right in the outset stretch hands of Joaquin Iglesias right between 2 defenders, and that's as good as you can put it.
And a great catch on his part.
Great catch by, Joaquin to get behind everybody, no question. Now we follow it right back up to a bomb to Malcolm Kelly. Goes down inside the 1-yard line. Great catch by Malcolm, and again, good protection. You see Sam after play action. stand tall and deliver the ball in another perfect spot.
Malcolm doesn't get to play the whole game, sits out a little bit banged up, but he comes back in the end with a big play. He has 105 yards on 5 catches with the touchdown.
Yeah, Malcolm had a huge day. And Jermaine Gresham had a nice day catching the ball, too. There's one of his touchdowns. He has 2 for the day. Nice play action. There's another play action where you get everybody sucked up on the run and you throw it in behind them. And, that's where some of those big passes we got, that's, where your willingness to run the football makes them defend it differently.
Into 1, Sooners on top, 7-0.
Watching Sooner Football 2007.
7-0, Sooners picking up 2nd and 4 at the 46.
Great run defense. You see Curtis Lofton go in there and just hit him right in the middle and makes a great tackle. Good pass defense there. He's forced to pull the ball down, and there's Austin English wrapping him up. And, so anyway, they punt to us. We punt it. They get it. We don't do anything with it. Now we're punting it back to them. So really great punt right there. We missed the tackle initially. He's only going to get about 7 yards, and it's a good job by Jermaine Gresham and Keenan Clayton there making the tackle.
Big play coming up for the Longhorns.
Here they play action us and get our linebackers get a little aggressive on the tight end or on the run game, and they get it in behind us, and we missed a tackle. We had a safety right there that should have limited it hopefully to about 15 yards. He slid out, and then here we on the scramble, we need to stay in coverage instead of coming up to chase the quarterback, and just got to be a little more disciplined there to hold our coverage.
So Finley went for 55. Shipley scores, and it's 7-7.
And here's another big return by DeMarco Murray. He had a huge night returning the ball as well. You see this one all the way out to the 50-yard line. That's a big return.
It's a day for big returns. Unfortunately, I guess, for both sides, but that new rule where you move the ball back has really had an effect at times. 2 yards, 2nd and 8.
Here we're covered well and end up getting, that's our 1 sack on the day. They get to Sam there and get a sack on him. Here he's forced to throw the ball away, really trying to avoid the sack, so then we punt it down to them. And just kind of going back and forth, playing field position here, playing good defense, good there by Curtis Lofton.
But they find the tight end again.
Watch, we got 3 guys on him right here. One, Lindy, our safety, thinks he's going to intercept the ball. He's in behind with his hands up, but Michael Finley for them does an excellent job going up, getting the ball, and then we kind of all rub off each other, and he gets a big play.
John Childs in for that play. Jamal Charles for 1.
There's a blitz, and they catch us before we get to the good reaction, really. Their quarterback, we had a blitz on, and they had the tight end in the right spot, and he just delivered the ball before we trying to hide where we're blitzing from, and by the time you get over there, he saw it and made a good play, and they get the touchdown.
So it's 14-7. Bob, you got to answer.
Good hard run there by DeMarco Murray to start it off, and here we're trying to get a slant in, can't get it. 3rd and 2. Big 3rd down play right here, and we stick it inside for the 1st down to Joaquin Iglesias.
Well, great job of patience here by Sam Bradford.
Here we go back outside with a good run by Chris Brown. Again, there's a good 9-yard pickup.
9 yards, yeah.
And nice off-tackle play. You see guys outside doing a good job blocking for him.
Allows you to come back on
10
2nd
yards,
down.
actually.
Well, a little bit less than 10
Okay.
because it allows you to come back, Bob, on 2nd and short and try to get one downfield.
Just a nice play there by their DB. He's just a hair off, just a little longer, and we've got a chance for another big play. Good run there for the 1st down again by Chris Brown.
3rd and 1, picks up 6 at the 30.
Throw the bubble screen out there to Joaquin Iglesias, and that picks up about 6 or 7, really well executed. Here comes a play action pass, and completed. And we go 2nd down here, and blitzing us, so we throw a quick pass there to Manuel Johnson. And here's 3rd down, got to have it. Good protection. and Jermaine Gresham beats the inside linebacker inside for the touchdown. Makes a nice fake outside to get the linebacker to think he's running a get open route outside and breaks inside for the touchdown.
Well, you talk about difference makers. There's one who's going to be around for a while. Terrific play and a terrific drive by the Sooners. 10 plays, 66 yards, and a little under 3 minutes, and the game's tied.
Here they come, drop back, and they get tripped up with the umpire right there. We were in pretty good position on it to tackle him, though. And here's a great sack by DeMarcus Granger. The guy who really makes this play, watch Austin English on the right of your screen. He sees the screen, and he's got the running back locked up and allows DeMarcus Granger to make a nice sack.
Heck of a first half. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to the program. A great game down in Dallas, tied at 14. We stop here at halftime to bring on a couple of guests, as we normally do. Bob, and a couple of guys who have played extremely well for you and did on Saturday.
A couple of great players for us. On my left, DJ Wolf, senior safety, number 25. And DJ's been a little bit of everything for us, from running back to corner to safety. And then and from Lawton, from Oklahoma, Lawton Ike. Right, and then to your right, DeMarco Murray, redshirt freshman, running back, number 7 from Las Vegas, Nevada, Bishop Gorman High School, right? Yes, DeMarco?
Sir. Yeah.
We had a big day yesterday. What did DeMarco have? About 200 all-purpose yards?
Yeah, had 196 and then had the 40-yarder call back, so would have had almost 240 yards. But you got your hand on 23 balls, 17 runs, 3 catches, and 3 kick returns. That's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Love having the ball.
And how about the Texas game? I know you grew up out in Las Vegas, but coming back here and being a part of it this first time, what was it like for you to play for the first time?
It was a great game, very emotional game. I didn't realize, how big the game was until last year. I really didn't know too much about the rivalry between Oklahoma and Texas. So, this year, playing and getting a chance to play in it, it was a great feeling. All the scenes, was so emotional about it, saying how bad they wanted the game, as well as the OU fans. So, it was a great game, very emotional game.
What was it like, DeMarco, when you hit the hole? Everyone's talking about your long 65-yard run. You might just describe to everybody what you're looking at as you're getting the ball.
I just saw the offensive line do a great job, and I seen Joe John, make one block, and then he was on the ground. Then I kind of just jumped over him a little bit, and then from there, I just tried to use my speed to get to the outside. So, the offensive line did a great job blocking. And then I just found one little seam and used my speed from there.
You didn't run hurdles, did you? I know you were a sprinter. Did you run the low hurdles?
No, I didn't run the hurdles.
Bob, that's what we were talking about, though. A lot of backs can bust a play like that, but that breakaway speed is something special, DeMarco.
Well, DeMarco also, you'll see later in the game when we get into the fourth quarter, is really a powerful running back, too, to pick up those 4, 5, and 6 yarders that are hard to get. And it's one of the best things about him that we like is how physical he runs.
Enjoying it around here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Ryan Reynolds, the only other thing real quick, Bob, is that Ryan Reynolds, I guess you guys were 1 year apart, but what was it like playing with him on the same high school team and now coming to college together?
No, Ryan's a great player. I learned my work ethic from him, got it from him. Before he came, I wasn't so much of a hard worker, but when Ryan came, I seen all the causes after him and how hard he worked to get it. So, I just followed him. I'm right here with him. So
I like we get into some scrimmages and we get Gorman on Gorman. We get Ryan trying to tackle DeMarco. It's pretty fun. And to my left, DJ Wolf is. Like I said, DJ, you've played, you came in as a running back, have played corner, have played now safety. How are you dealing with the transition here this year?
It's pretty good. I just thank you and the coaches for giving me that opportunity. It's something to where as a competitor, you come to a great school like this and you know that it's going to be guys competing and you're just thankful for the opportunity to get out there and help your team in some way.
It's a game against Texas. You've been around for that game a few years. What was it like yesterday? Had to be just a special one to give you a lot, get rid of some frustration, but a lot of fun.
Yes, sir. It was a great emotional game, like DeMarco said, being on the losing end of it for a couple years, and it was just good to not only get the victory, but get the victory in such a great way. Only winning by 7, but seeing the team step up and players step up in key situations was a really good experience.
What was it like out there in that last, you might describe to everybody how hot it was and humid, but also going out in that last four and out where we had to stop them, and we did.
It was great seeing all the guys step up and all the guys just coming to play hard. Austin had a sack in that drive, and I think that's not so much at the beginning of the game, but at the end of the game, that's where you see your summer conditioning and work ethic and things like that come into play.
DJ, let me ask you about Coach Stoops, because when I played with Coach Switzer, there was a confidence that we had, particularly in that ball game. It did pretty well in it. Coach has done real well in that series also. What's it been like in terms of having an edge, if you will, or feeling the confidence from him and his staff?
It's great. Like during the week, we watched the 5 previous years that we got the victories, and just to see the guys in the different ways, like Coach Stoops said, the different ways we've won the game. Won nail biters, won blowouts, and I mean it's just a feeling that you get that we're going to win the game.
Yeah.
You know, and it's something to where as players you have to go out and prove that, but it's just a great feeling.
All right, guys, thanks a lot. Appreciate it, and keep it up.
Thanks, guys.
Stay with us. Third quarter action from the Cotton Bowl when we return.
You're watching Sooner Football 2007. Shop like a champ.
Welcome back to the program. Bob, I know you wanted to wish a belated happy birthday to one of the guys we mentioned here a moment ago.
Yeah, Coach Switzer's 70th birthday. I know you and a bunch of his friends and former teammates, coaches got together the night before the Texas game and at Bob's Chop House, Steak and Chop House down in Dallas, to have a nice celebration. Wish I could have been there, but getting ready for the game.
Business,
That's
yeah.
right, but happy birthday to Coach Switzer.
And it's tied at 14 at halftime, and it was a huge second half. Bob, thoughts at halftime?
Well, I felt we were, let's see, defensively we were playing well outside of the, we really had the one tight end covered. On the one play, we had 3 guys around him. He made an excellent play there, but, they got us on the one where they're a little bit too aggressive on our run fits, and we've got to be able to play for the tight end a little bit more. So that really was the only.
What did you do there, Bob?
Well, we were in a coverage that the linebacker's responsible for him, just a little bit too aggressive on his run fit instead of, engaging the tight end and carrying him.
But in this third quarter,
well, we're going to switch up our coverages a little bit more. Or even when we're in that coverage, it's a sound coverage. You just got to be more, more aware of the tight end. And,
right.
And so in the end, they're going to get us a little bit here at the beginning of the third quarter with the tight end position still, where we're not far off as we go to it. But it's, we just got to cover them a little bit better. Offensively, felt we were doing some good things. Stick with the run game. It's going to open up eventually, and it's going to help open up some play-action passes. So there's good coverage there, down that time on a kickoff.
28, yeah.
And it was caught about the 10. So that kick in that direction, we were kicking into the wind. I wanted to have the wind in the fourth quarter, so that's the reason we kicked that way. And good defense there, good pressure, covering them. Here they come back with the run up inside, and really limited Lendy Holmes there with the tackle. Drop back to pass, and comes off to a shallow route there that's completed for the first down. Here they come back with the play action, and again, just a hair off the tight end, and good execution on Texas' part. We're going to run it down here, and here we're going to come up a good stop right here by Ryan Reynolds there, and here comes a draw play. It's a great tackle here. Watch right there coming in from behind. You see Curtis Lofton just punch the ball out, and Gerald McCoy gets the recovery. You get a good angle here as you watch Curtis Lofton come in right there and pop it out. And big play there by Curtis Lofton, and Gerald McCoy has a recovery.
Fortunate in a sense, but at the same time, that's just an unbelievable individual play, isn't it?
Excellent play just to get his hand exactly where he did you see he is a very powerful physical tackler, and he just rips it down and does a great job.
Bob, this is an important drive coming here.
Big play there. Again, you see the confidence we have in Sam. Second down, we roll the pocket. And Joaquin Iglesias does an excellent job finding a hole there in the defense, and Sam puts the ball right on him for a first down and to move the ball off the goal line.
That was a 16-yard reception on 2nd and 13.
This is going to be a big series. We're not going to score here, but we're going to move the ball off the goal line and change field position, and that's important, and rest the defense, and that's what we're doing right there. A good physical run there by DeMarco Murray.
Bob, Alan Patrick is out at this time as Manuel Johnson. A very nice play here, but Alan was out at this point.
He had some cramps. Again, it was so hot. He was cramping, and that's Manuel Johnson getting another first down, moving the chains, moving the ball. Big that we change field position here and rest the defense. So it's a good job playing together. What's ironic or odd about our 2 turnovers is we don't score off of either one. We're not going to score off this turnover, and later on Reggie Smith has an interception. Because of some penalties, we don't score off of it. There we're fortunate and lucky that the ball pops out of bounds. DeMarco had the ball a little bit loose in there, and he put their helmet on it and knock it out. Good punt right here again. Michael Cohen punted the ball, averaged almost 45 plus, almost 46 yards, only about 3 or 4 yards on the return, and good. And then they have a penalty to delay a game that backs them up, so they're starting 1st and 15 here. They bounce around the corner, catch us in a blitz, and pick it up, and that's Nick Harris with a nice tackle. Great defense there on 2nd and short. Here's a 3rd and short that stuffed up inside. Great job by everybody up there. You see Austin English down at the bottom has his leg is up on. Look at Austin hit him low, along with some of his fellow D linemen, and Nick Harris and Ryan Reynolds you see up top pushing him back. So that's a big stop on 3rd and 1.
So the Sooners take it over at the 35.
So from starting on our 4, getting the ball out, and then changing field position. Now we're at the 35, and one play, DeMarco Murray hits it and scores a touchdown. So that was huge.
Yeah,
great run right here, but changing the field position was really big.
See this a couple of times, Bob.
You see just good blocking out front there. You see Big Phil Lodeholt. You see Adrian Tennell out there as a wide receiver blocking. He had the crack block that their safety starts to cross over. You'll see it here on the backer runs inside. DeMarco makes him miss him. He hurdles a guy. And you see the safety going outside the block right there is what opened it up. And DeMarco, he doesn't have a great angle on him. There are not many people that are going to catch him.
But you mentioned sometimes you stick with those runs to help set up play action, and sometimes you just peck away with this type of play,
exactly.
Don't you, Bob?
If you're not persistent with it, you don't get these kind of plays either. And so that's all it takes is someone to get out of position, and you've got a chance to hit a home run.
21-14 Sooners.
And here they catch it up inside there. We got 2 defenders awfully close, though. Good throw and catch. Throw their bubble screen that we ran earlier, and we limit that to about 3. Good defense. Here they run their counter up inside, mush it for a few, and there they sneak it for a first.
3rd and short, first down. Colt McCoy, who had a very good ball game for Texas.
Play action pass here. They tried great coverage. They tried to double pump us, after the play action, trying to double move us. Really good coverage, and coverage really forces a sack there for Alonzo Dotson. Here we come with the blitz. They pick it up. Execute a quick screen that gets quite a few yards close to a first down. Here's a 3rd and short. They're going to run a boot on us, and our flat player over chases insides, and they get a huge play right there by us being over aggressive, and they execute it well. Come back inside to draw a play that gets close, and then they're going to score here. It's going to change the quarters, but they're going to score here as soon as we start the 4th.
And it's the end of 3, 21-14, and a very exciting 4th quarter as Sooner Football 2007 continues in just a moment.
Sooner Football 2007 is sponsored by Integris Heart Hospital at Baptist Medical Center. Helping Oklahomans, presented by Integris Heart Hospital.
Sooners up by 7, heading into the 4th, but not for long, as Bondrell McGee goes in from 1 yard, and it is tied at 21. 14:57 left, and Oklahoma gets it after the kickoff, and way back at the 6.
It's one of those where they hit a knuckleball down there on the kickoff, and it looked like it was going to roll out of bounds. So you know, we didn't pick it up soon enough, and it's one of those. It's really a funny, and they got a good break there on how the ball kind of bounced, so we end up stuck down here. But we're going to go on a great drive. And,
Third and 2 here.
Third and 2, and you see Sam backed up on his own 5, throws a strike right there to Joaquin Iglesias. Come back here with the toss to Chris Brown, and just gets a yard or 2.
Pecking away at him, 2nd and 8, pick up 7 here to Iglesias.
Nice play there for completing the out route, just shy of the first down. It's less than 1. Chris Brown pounds it up inside for a couple yards and gets the first down. Good blocking up in there. You see Brandon Braxton, I believe that is, coming in there trapping number 76.
Good example of not being afraid to turn it loose here on 1st down. This one goes for 20 to Joaquin.
That's right. That's an excellent protection. You see these guys, Joe John Finley and you know, protecting out there. Sam's tall in the pocket, throws a strike to Joaquin Iglesias for a big pickup. That's Brody Eldridge out there blocking with Joe John. And again, the run is setting these up. You know, the fact that we're still pounding the run game makes you get different coverages. It gives you opportunities to throw the ball, and Sam took advantage of it. That's a nice check down to DeMarco Murray, who really rolls forward for the first down. See Sam come off his intended receiver and dump it to DeMarco, and DeMarco has great hands and rolls over for the first down. So here we are again on 1st down.
12 plays on this drive, 7 completions on the drive.
Another good run that's close to breaking right there. He gets 5 or 6. Come back to trying to throw a quick hitch, and we drop it. So now we're play action. Perfect throw here to Malcolm Kelly. They get fouled up in their coverage, and Sam puts it right on him for the touchdown.
Everything called and you stayed with it, or was there anything that Sam saw on this drive, Bob?
Well, no, it's called, and he has some checks whether, you know, we're running which direction, or you got a run or pass check. But right there, that was called, and he gets it off, stood in there with the blitz coming off the corner, and delivered a perfect ball for a touchdown. That's a huge drive coming off our own goal line in the 4th quarter. Good coverage again here, and he throws it late over the head of the running back, and Reggie Smith gets it, and we're going to block below the waist here. So instead of having the ball on the 25 and getting in the red zone, we get the ball called back to the 20, you know, for 10 yards for clipping. For blocking below the waist. You're not allowed to block below the waist on returns. And then we're going to get a holding call. So we're going to end up with no points, you know, when we've got the ball on the 25-yard line in scoring position. So we really wasted an opportunity for either a touchdown or field goal, you know, off of this interception. So that's really mentally a poor mistake for us.
Block was the low block farther back from the screen there.
Exactly. You cannot block below the waist. That's right. And here, DeMarco Murray pounds it up inside for a few. This is after the holding call, so it's 2nd and 16 now. We get behind the chains, and it's really disappointing to come off of that turnover. And here we have a drop pass that would have picked up the first down.
Still would have picked it up, so 2 penalties and the drop, and you get nothing out of that interception.
Exactly. When you really needed it, you know, in this situation, up 7, that really, you know, puts it a 2-possession game.
So Texas new life, 9:04 remaining, 1st and 10 from the 20.
They're just throwing some, really thought Reggie really could have picked that one off, and he just had his hand in watching it. He had his hand there, you know, on his back as he was breaking it up. So watch the hustle here by Austin English once again, all the way from the backside, chases down a sprint pass. Great coverage here. You see him, he's trying to throw it, he can't. Really good coverage, and Austin just is tenacious, continues to pursue, and really is playing fantastic for us. Great job right there.
Play.
Here they come back with the draw that hurt us a time or 2 earlier and gets very little. Now it's 3rd and 11, and they're holding Lewis Baker right there, and he breaks Reggie breaks the pass up, and on 3rd down. See Lewis, I guess they didn't call that. I thought they did, but anyway, Reggie on 3rd and 11 breaks the ball up and forces another punt.
Tell you what, in times past when McCoy gets loose, he is dangerous there. That is a really good defensive play. Oklahoma did not, you know, Bob, you didn't have great field position, great time of the day for a good part of this game.
They hit a funny punt that we couldn't get to. It's kind of off his foot to the right and bounced away from Reggie. So Here we are still going to work it, it's a huge play here on 3rd and 2. You see Malcolm Kelly reach behind himself and make a great catch. And strong run right here by DeMarco Murray up inside for 5 or 6. He comes back, and watch how smart here. He gets the first down, and instead of getting knocked out of bounds, he gets down to make the clock continue to work. And there's another big run. When you could hit it up inside and get 5 and 6 yards when they know you're running it, that's big. People don't realize how physical he runs.
3rd and 5, Sooners call timeout. 2 yards here, so you get out of bounds also, so the clock is stopped and end up punting, but this one goes for 56 yards.
Another good punt here by Mike Cohen.
I guess this is when you just get it all the way out, not have any concern about a run back.
We were hoping, that he'd catch it on the 10 or it'd go out. He just happened to hit it so well. You didn't expect to hit it 56 yards. Yeah. There's good pass coverage there. You see Curtis Lofton deflecting the ball and almost intercepted by DJ Wolf's coming over and just out of his reach. It's going to be a huge stop, though. Here's Austin English. What a great play. Beats the tackle around the corner and makes a sack on second and 10 to really back him up now. Big play there when you're trying to get off the field. Look at him power around the corner. And there's 2 sacks in the 4th quarter that you really had to have.
Well, you talk about young guys making plays. You see them on offense with quarterback and DeMarco, and defense, here's one of them.
Yeah, that's 3rd and real long, so now it's 4th and 6. And great pressure inside there by Gerald McCoy up in his face right as he's trying to throw the football, and he forces the incompletion on 4th down.
Minute 50 remaining.
Just wanting to run the clock out now, and here we got a quarterback sweep out on the edge, not worrying about a handoff. Want to get down in bounds, let the clock tick. Come back to DeMarco right here. 2 hands on the ball. And here we just tried to get a 2 possession and get the field goal and have it be over with, but Garrett just pulled it a little bit, and so they don't have much time. They only have about 20 seconds and no timeouts, so we're sitting back real deep, knowing that they have no timeouts. You don't want to let them get out of bounds, though, but
one more play.
And they call holding here. You see him pull down Alonzo Dotson right there, and we got him in bounds anyway. If they're going to call the play back, and then they can't snap it again. So,
Bob, there's always a lot of motion during those ball games, but it just seems like it gets bigger and bigger. Your shirt was wet before that, by the way.
I tell you, it was so hot. That was welcome. It really felt good. But actually, it was so hot that it didn't feel good. But anyway, it's exciting to be on that side of it. Of course, players played well, and to make the plays we had to make in the 4th quarter is where it really mattered. To have a 94-yard drive off your own end zone, to come up with the 4 and out, defensively, and just all of it. Just was exciting and fun to win again.
No rest for the weary as Oklahoma and Missouri get after it in Norman next Saturday. When we come back, we'll take a look at that and more. Stay with us.
Stoops clothing provided by Harold's. It's now time for the OG&E power play of the game.
Finley on the wing left. Gracious and Malcolm Kelly right. Blitz is on. Pass is thrown. Man wide open. To the 6 to the 5.
Oh, they let him go.
Down. Oklahoma. Malcolm Kelly got
OG&E. Power at the speed of life. It's now time for this week's Sam Group Sooner Spotlight.
It's family fun night at Cleveland Elementary School, and the kids are having a blast. All of the kids. Senior gymnast Jonathan Horton is enjoying a little break from NCAA and international gymnastics for a night.
Oh man, we come out here because we love these kids. They support us in everything that we do as gymnasts, and we live for nights like Cleveland night.
Jonathan and his OU teammates have a special relationship with the students at Cleveland, spending time in the classrooms and even volunteering time in the dunking booth at family night.
It's a neat opportunity. It's a neat opportunity for the guys to come out and meet the parents, because unlike the football players that are recognized everywhere they go, and as much as we love them, the gymnasts, they come here and they're the stars of the show because they know, oh, that's an OU gymnast. And it's really neat to see them and have them come to our school. And it's a real big part of this event.
It's good to have, you know, a younger generation that looks up to us because they don't know what they want to do yet, but hopefully we can inspire them to, you know, be athletes or be great at whatever they do. So it's fun. It's a good balance.
The relationships that the gymnasts build with the kids carry over to the supported home meets as well.
It's a way for us to come and support them because we know what they do for us each week. With them coming out here is just one example. Working math facts, reading with the kids. There's so many things that they do for us. So us going to the meets and putting our creative elementary teacher juices at work, I think it really pumps them up and has really exposed OU gymnastics to a whole other branch of students and family members here in the Norman community that may not have done it had they not known Jake that read in their class or Jonathan Horton. I mean, we may know an Olympian in a couple years, and that is the coolest thing.
It makes you, you know, compete not only for yourself but for these kids because you know how much they look up to you, and it's just awesome.
That has been this week's Sooner